I'm just on my way now to the hospital to go and get this nerve block. I do have to say I'm a little bit nervous because I'm not quite sure what it's going to entail. I think all of the injection sites are going to be in my neck, but I'm not quite fully sure about that, so I'm going to have to ask my pain specialist when I go and actually speak to him before the procedure. But for now, I've just got to keep on making my way there, and then we'll see what happens. Silly me forgot to bring the remotes for my neuromodulators because they wanted the neuromodulators turned off while they did this procedure. But I forgot them, which means we can't turn them off. So that is creating a little bit of a problem, and it's not fully decided if we can even go ahead or not, because this procedure basically could blow up and destroy my neuromodulators. So I'm just waiting to see how this is all going to unfold. But silly me, they told me to bring them and I didn't. They're good to go. Well, I made it out alive. Got out of the hospital nice and quickly and safely, and so far all is good. And I will say the rest of the story later. Okay, well, I'm now back from the hospital, just hanging out in a hotel room because I can't quite drive home yet. I need a couple of days rest before I'll be able to make the 3.5 hour drive home. So I think that everything went okay. After the little stumble that we had at the beginning where it nearly wasn't going to go ahead because stupid me didn't bring the controller for my neuromodulators so that they could be turned off, thankfully a solution was able to be gained, so it was on from there. I asked my pain specialist where he would be putting the injections, and much to my surprise and delight, they weren't going to be going into my neck as I thought that they possibly were. He said that they'd be going into my spine, around T11 in my spine. So I thought that's okay, because when I had my splanchnic nerve block for pain management, they went into my back as well, and I coped okay with that. It was sore, but I was able to cope quite well with that. One thing that I wasn't expecting was that the procedure was actually going to be done whilst I was in a CT machine. So instead of laying on the sort of bed thing that they have in operating rooms, which I'm usually used to lying on, I was actually put into the CT machine on my stomach head first. And then I presume that they would have, once I was fast asleep, they would have put me into the machine and done their scans, and I don't know how all the rest of it worked, but anyway, it seemed to be okay. And from what I can tell, my neuromodulators have come out okay from it as well. I think that they are still working because I was able to pee. afterwards. So that's always a good sign that they're working. So I think that if at any stage I stop peeing, then I presume that maybe there is an issue with my neuromodulators. But unfortunately, once again, because I'm a bit stupid and I didn't bring my controllers for my neuromodulators, I won't be able to test to see if they are actually working or not until I get home. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's all good and I can just wait till I get home and then just do an extra little bit of a test, and just to make sure that they're all okay. I haven't had a look at what damage has actually been done to my back yet. I'll do that in a little while when I go and have a shower, but I will keep you updated on how things go. For now though, I don't really feel any different in my stomach at all. My back is sore, but obviously that's expected. And the only other thing that I noticed, and this was from as soon as the moment I woke up, my hands were burning, and it was the same sort of burning that I get, which is from my fibromyalgia, and it's nerve pain. And I am on medication for that 3 times a day, and that medication works absolutely brilliantly, and I very rarely have this burning pain in my hands. My hands still hurt all the time, but I don't get this burning. So it really was a bit of a shock to get this burning feeling again. Hopefully, as the evening wears on, and hopefully into tomorrow, that burning sort of subsides and I'll be taking my regular medication. So hopefully after a few doses of that can get it all back into its regular, not burning me kind of pain, and just my normal pain that I've grown to love and hate. So it's the next morning, and what can I say? I have a very sore back, but I guess that is to be expected. But the night, I have to say, was one of the most terrible nights I've had in a very long time. I was very tired, so I just went to bed at my normal time, which is about 7:30, 8 o'clock, because by that time I've well and truly had enough of the day and I just need to go to bed. So that's what I did. But do you think that I could go to sleep? Absolutely not. I thought maybe because I'd had anesthetic so late in the afternoon that maybe it was just that playing up with my sleep and my body just wasn't ready for it. But I could tell that my body was ready. But the big problem was I was boiling hot. I don't think I've ever been that hot in my entire life. My forehead just felt normal, so I didn't think that I was running a fever or anything, but I was just absolutely boiling. And for me to be that hot, there must have been something going on that was wrong, because I rarely get hot. Usually I'm the little cold snake out of the group. Wherever I go, I'll be the one that's in lots of layers when everyone else is just in a t-shirt, or I'll be the one turning on the heater when everyone else is standing in front of the air conditioner. So for me to be that hot was seriously wrong, and I did not appreciate it at all. So I think that I got that under control by about midnight, which was way past my bedtime. And then I woke up at 2 o'clock, wide awake, and I'm just thinking, seriously, it's been 2 hours. So I tried to go back to sleep again. I think I went back to sleep about 3 and then woke up again at just after 5. And by that time I was just like, I'm over this. I'm just getting up and I'll deal with the day with this pretty much a no sleep at all thing going on. So I guess I will just have to see how I go today. I'm not boiling hot anymore, so that's good. So the rest of my day is going to entail going to a different hospital and getting the infusion for my osteoporosis. So I'll be there for a couple of hours. Hopefully I don't fall asleep while I'm there. Hopefully that all goes well. And then that's it. That's about all I've got to say for now. Thank you for listening to another one of my stories. And I will see you at the next one. Bye.